I recently saw a 1988 Indy 500 promotional giveaway version of the Hot Wheels Turbo Streak casting. So I went digging through my castings and found that I had this one. Decided I wanted to do a knockoff of that promotional giveaway. It would require me to do some custom decals, but we'll get to that in a bit. This casting has two posts on it. This is obviously the tune-up Masters version, which is quite common. Has a metal body, metal base. The only plastic part is that engine that you see there that was in fantastic condition on this one. And it's obviously, it has black wall tires. I am going to end up replacing those. The front post on this is extremely short, so I only decided to drill the one post at the back of the casting, or kind of centered on the casting to be accurate. Use the VIX bit to make an indention on the post, and then use the smaller drill bit to drill it for the 256 screw, and so I could tap it. And you see there, I tap it in the usual way. I did not even attempt to drill and tap that front post. The center placement of this post really provides enough strength to hold the casting together well. And drilling that front one would have only led to problems. I ended up throwing a long 256 screw on this so the helping hands could hold that casting really well as I'm working on it. Got the casting stripped using citrus strip, and I end up filing it down quite a bit because it's not a bad casting. It had a really heavy coating of paint on it. Once that was stripped off, it needed some work, but it wasn't terrible. I ended up filing probably every surface on the casting. But it just had some areas that needed some work. But it wasn't all that bad. And it really was an easy casting to clean up. And after filing it, I did go over it with a buffing wheel and then do my usual dunking it in IPA to clean it off. I did clean up the base as well. And I didn't polish it because it's not polished on the actual one. And so, but I did clean it up quite a bit, as you'll see in a bit. But I saw this picture of this casting, this Indy 500 version. So I looked around, found this better picture, clipped out the logo there, or the livery on the side, turned it straight, and then I realigned it so it would be square. So it was a lot more work than it seems to get it properly aligned and figuring out how to do it in the software, which once I did that, that was part of this experiment. And it really opens up a lot of decals possibly for me to do. Because more often than not, pictures I see are not taken straight on. So if I can get a really quality image and then just rotate it, realign it, that kind of thing, it could turn out quite well. So there you see it after I hit the body with the white lacquer paint, threw the decals on, hit that with clear. I did clear coat the base as well. And I threw together a new set of black wall wheels and tires. Second Chance Red Lines has replacement black walls. These are bearing style. And so I used my 3D printed bearings. I do have a link. I do have the 3D file, the STL file, available on my Thingiverse page. But this goes together really well. And again, I had only drilled and tapped the center post. So I only have the one screw to put into it. Clear coating the base after cleaning it up really turned out well. So I think I need to do that more often. Those are lacquer paints as well. The white is white lacquer. And then that has a nice clear coat over it. And man, does this thing roll. It rolls too well. So here's how it looked originally. And it wasn't in bad shape at all. Just cleaned up the base a little bit and then redid the body color and livery, and wheels. The black walls weren't in bad shape, but rather than trying to touch up the chrome on those, the replacements from Second Chance really turn out well, as you'll see here. So I think I've done a pretty good job recreating that Indy 500 promotional giveaway from 1988. I'm really happy with it. This was a simple build, and as you can tell, it was a quick video. But I'm pretty darn happy with this. And I hope you like it too. So there's some glamour shots coming up. Thanks for watching these videos. Everybody stay safe and healthy out there. And I'll catch you in the next one.